I just wanted to give you a little introduction to what we're going to be doing for the next section. These last few, I guess you could say, chapters of our class are not going to be as rigid and in depth as what we've done so far. So far you have looked at finance, probability, and statistics. And you've worked homework problems, and you've practiced, and you've studied, and you've taken tests. And that's all great. That's what we needed to do for those three sections. But moving forward, we're going to focus, instead of on tests, we'll focus on projects. And the first one I want to do is take a little break from homework. So for the next couple of weeks, you're not even going to have any homework. You're only going to have to focus on this history of math project. Now the project, let me read through a little bit of this and elaborate as needed. You can work alone or in pairs. If you know who you want to work with, then when you submit your topic to me, you're going to tell me who you're working with. Okay, I have to know who your partner is. So, and each of you will submit your file and as you learn. But I need to know who your partner is so I don't think, oh gosh, well these people copied each other. Okay, just let me know that you're working together. Just no more than 2 people though. Make sure your paper is saved under both your and your partner's names. So when you go to upload, you're going to put your name on in the where you're saving it and your partner's name. Okay. First name and last initial is fine. And where I'm talking about as far as the topic due here is the first thing that's going to be due, and this due date will be different depending on the semester, but this is the fall of 2010 semester, so that due date's correct. But you'll go in here to the topic method, and this is the first thing you're going to do. You're going to tell me what your topic is and how you're going to present it. You can do a PowerPoint, you can do a Prezi, I don't know, do people still do those? You can make a video. I'm really not picky on how you present your topic, okay? As long as it gives me the information that I'm expecting. I need to know how, though, so that I know what to expect. And if I'm not happy with how you're planning to present it, I might reach out to you and just say, hey, what do you think you're gonna do with this, and get a better feel for it. You can write a paper, I suppose, if you want to, whatever you prefer. You don't have to choose from the topics listed. So let's go back here. Oh, if you're working with a partner, it says here under topic method due that you'll tell me the name of your partner on here. And when you fill out this topic method due, you're just typing in these answers. You don't have to upload anything or anything complicated like that. Okay. So let's go back to our description here. Next it says another link is provided, which you'll send me we just talked about that. You don't have to choose from the topics listed on the project. We'll go over that in a second. Another link is provided in which you must list the 8 key topics you plan to cover. So again, watch your calendar under the calendar tab here, and it will tell you when this topic method partner is due and when your 8 key topics are due. Let's switch over here for a second. So your project will discuss a particular topic in its relation to the history of math. This can be a person, this can be a specific time in history, this can be a region of the world. It's up to you. You're going to tell me what you choose by the due date for the topic. And I'll let you know if I have any questions or a problem with it, okay? You have many options on how to present it. PowerPoint, you can make a video, you can make a website. I've listed some presentation ideas down here, poster, writing, I mean, all kinds of stuff in here if you want to pick from one of those or if you want to come up with one of your own. No issues. It must be creative. I've included a rubric so that you'll kind of have an idea of what you're working towards. It says again, you may work alone with a partner or with a partner. They'll be presented to the class on the As You Learn page. So what you'll do is when you upload these projects, everyone in the class is going to be able to see them. If you're concerned about your first and last name being out there, then just use your first name and first initial. Okay, and I can figure out who it is if I've got two people like that. Not a big deal. So just like I said, if you want to just use your first name and first initial when you're uploading, because you don't want everybody to know who you are, that's fine. You can be as creative as you want. You can go as in-depth as you want, as long as you cover 8 topics. I said each project must contain at least 8 areas of interest. So 8 bullet points and elaborated on them. Okay? So for example, if you were to write a paper, then you would have, I guess, 8 paragraphs and you would elaborate on each of these topics, each of these areas of interest in your paper or in your presentation. Don't just list the topic and nothing else. You have to tell me something about it, each one. This will count as a test grade. So if you're not so good with tests and you don't think your test grades have been that great, then these next 3 projects are going to be a huge boost to your grade. Just make sure you get them done. If you don't do them, there's a 0. Be sure and ask me if you have any questions. Just shoot me an email. The bibliography, APA style, I have uploaded just a stash here of resources for this project. And I'm not positive that every single one of these has what you need on it for a bibliography. You can probably look some up on the internet to find. Just do the very best you can. And you don't have to stick with these that I've uploaded. These are just some that I had on hand and I dumped in this file for you, this folder. You can use the internet. You can use books in the library. Just make sure it's a reliable source, okay? And I think that covers that. Let me make sure I've got everything on here. And I'll go into a little more depth here writing out. So the first thing you have to do is tell me what your topic, what your method, and if you have a partner, who it is. Okay? And watch the calendar for that. The second thing you have to do is tell me your 8 key points. So just a bulleted list. You don't have to go into depth. You're going to do that in the project. You're just telling me what 8 things you're going to focus on. So I can look through those and be like, wait, that doesn't sound right, and let you know in advance type thing. And then you'll submit the project right here. And like I said, everyone will be able to see it. And after the submissions, after everyone's submitted, I'm going to ask you to go in and assess each other. And that's not very obvious there. But I think I asked you to do 3 assessments. And I don't see my rubric on here. So let me see if I can pull that up real fast for you. Sorry, I didn't mean for this video to take this long. And I'll upload this to the page. So here's the rubric you need to follow, and expression, content, connections, and it gives you pretty much, you can go through this checklist, and if you've got everything in this first column, then you're going to make a 100. Okay, so I think that just about covers it. If you need anything, reach out to me. Other than that, use your calendar. Make sure that you have updated me on your method and your 8 key points on time. These two things that you do, they'll count as a lab grade. Okay, you just telling me what's going on will count as a lab grade. And then, as I said, the whole project itself will count as a test, and then you going back and assessing will count as a lab again. Okay, so hopefully that explains it. You've got 1, 2 full weeks. No, over, oh gosh, 3, almost 3 full weeks to work on this. Okay. There will be a little bit of overlap where we start on the next chapter, and the project isn't due until a couple days into the next chapter, but that's okay. Okie dokie. Good luck to everybody. Guys, I want you to have fun with this. Okay, enjoy it. I'm wanting you to get some ideas about where math came from, because it didn't just appear one day, and it wasn't invented. It was discovered. So I want you to get a little piece of an idea about that. So enjoy it, have fun, and do the very best you can.